Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Who's going to be the first to join us today, guys? Hello. Yay. I know one person is here already. Another person has joined. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining all these impromptu programs that we're bringing up in the last few days. I appreciate you guys for joining. It's really, really nice to have your support. Hello, Pastor Edwin. Thank you for joining again. I want to appreciate you and everyone else that is joining. Please, guys, as you're coming in, can you share immediately? Olayinka, good afternoon. Jeremiah, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you all. Guys, it's going to be a great interview today. This is still going on the post HMT trainer interview. Hello, Mr. Disu. Good afternoon. Pastor Irene, thank you for joining. So this is the post HMT trainer interview. I thought this should be done. Even though it's been a few days now since the HMT trainer ended. That was on Saturday, but I thought this is really important because I really want everyone to see the value and for the HMT graduates to also show you or share the value in their own words with you. So I appreciate you for joining. Bashiru, thank you very much. Ade Bonojo, thank you for joining, and thank you for sharing, guys. I appreciate everyone that shared already. So today is going to be a great one, actually maybe the first, because our HMT trainer graduates also speak other languages, and she's going to share her testimony in 2 languages. She said to me that, Mayowa, I really want my French speaking people to really hear and see the value of this HMT, and that really touched me because she's thinking about other people. I'm really impressed with that. So she's going to speak in English and then speak in French. This is my first. I don't know much French or any French at all, so I will just sit here quietly. Thank God that I know a little bit of English, and once you speak in English, I can understand. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys sharing. So we have here already, actually, we have Rosine. So there was a time I was calling her Rosine, but her name is Rosine, okay? She'll tell you her name herself, and she's one of the HMT trainer graduates. She completed the whole full 5 days training, and here in her own words, she's going to share her experience with you. So I'm going to turn the camera here now, and you will meet our Rosine. Thank you, Igozi. Thank you for joining, and thank you for sharing. Okay. Hello, Rosine.
Hello, guys. Salut tout le monde.
Good.
Je suis Rosine du Cameroun et je vis actuellement en Ukraine. My name is Rosine. I'm a Cameroonian living actually in Ukraine. Okay. Yeah. My experience about the HMT. Okay. I started the training, I think, in January. Yeah. But before that, I was already coming here to see what HMT is about. But because of the way people were like, okay, this is very difficult, I said, no, I don't want to join now. I want to wait and see what will happen. But actually, in January 2017, I decided to say, okay, I need to come out of this. And when I came here, the first day of the training, that time, there was a word that came from Pastor the first day that he was on the platform. He said, are you going to be a storyteller or you want to be a history maker? And that really touched me. Like, he explained himself. He said, okay, I usually see people who say when I was maybe 20, I was doing that. When I was 30, I was doing that. When I was 14, I was doing that. They are sharing their old past experiences. There is nothing to say about what they are doing now. Like they are now is just vanished. They don't have anything, any proof to say to anybody. And I tell to myself, no, I don't want to live this kind of life When can you be a person and you are living on your past and say, okay, when I was this and I was doing that, when I was doing this, I was doing that, and pastor say, okay, now if you want to be a history maker, you need to make up the plan and pay the price. I said, that's me. So I just decided to pay the price. Those 5 days was, I don't want to say very difficult, because the first day we have about 300 pages of book to read, assignment from 7 to, you don't have time to eat. Even if you are going to the lunch, you carry your book and you are eating and you are reading. And what I can say is that during those 5 days, I slept about 10 hours. Only 10 hours. For 5 days, I slept 10 hours. Even when you are sleeping, you are thinking about your book. You are thinking about the assignment that you need to submit by 7 a.m. We close this last session by 12 a.m. After the 12 a.m. session, you need to read your book. You need to do your assignment and submit it before 7 a.m. dot. If not, okay, you know what will happen. So it's a kind of disciplined life, focused life, time life. You know what to do by this time. Everything is just, even if you are eating, you are just conscious that, hey, I need to do this, I need to do that. So after those 5 days, I was saying, okay, Rosine, now you are out of HMT. At least I slept like 2 days because I was really tired. I slept 2 days and I started planning my life and say, okay, this is what I need to read. This is what I need to do. In fact, I can share the testimony that between January and this time, wow, I got a lot to do. A lot of achievement that I didn't have before. Maybe I knew because of somebody will say, okay, I can do this. I say, okay, me too, me too. But it's better to come and experience what people are doing here and say, okay, I can do it. If those people do it, that means, Rosine, you can also. So that is it. Okay, I'm going now in French. Ok, je parlais de mon expérience avec HMT et je disais à mes confrères, voilà, je suis arrivée à HMT en janvier 2017. Mais avant ça, je venais quand même accompagner mes collaborateurs ici de temps en temps. Mais je me disais, non, la formation est très difficile, je ne peux pas le faire. Mais bon, le premier jour, je suis arrivée ici pour vraiment commencer la formation. Le pasteur parlait de quelque chose. Il disait, dis-moi un peu, veux-tu être quelqu'un qui va juste raconter des histoires ou veux-tu être un transformateur, c'est-à-dire quelqu'un qui va transformer son monde? Quelqu'un qui va dire des choses selon ce qui est et des choses et des personnes vont dire ok, parce que telle personne a dit telle chose, je me tiens sur cette parole parce que cette parole est vraie. Ok, je suis donc arrivée là. J'ai commencé le premier jour de la formation n'a pas été facile du tout. Je peux vous assurer que c'est pas facile parce que il faut lire un livre de 300 pages maximum par jour. Il faut faire des devoirs. Il y a des cours qu'il faut suivre. Il y a des interviews entre-temps, il y a des ateliers de formation en un jour, c'est-à-dire de 8h à minuit, tu es vraiment actif. Et entre minuit et 6h du matin, tu as tes devoirs à faire, tu as tes livres à lire, tu dois remettre ton devoir avant 7h du matin. Ce qui fait que tu n'as vraiment pas le temps de parler premièrement au téléphone. Tu n'as pas le temps de regarder un email, tu n'as vraiment pas le temps de manger. Pendant une semaine, je n'ai dormi que 10 heures de temps, je crois. Parce que pendant 2 jours, okay, chaque jour je dormais 2 heures, chaque jour je dormais 2 heures. Mais ça n'a pas été facile. Mais ce qui est intéressant, c'est quoi? C'est qu'à la fin, j'ai ressenti que Rosine n'était plus celle d'avant. Il y avait quelque chose de complètement changé en moi. Il y avait quelque chose qui me boostait à dire, oh, si les autres ont pu le faire, pourquoi pas moi? J'ai appris concrètement ce que c'est payer le prix. Et je peux vous assurer que depuis cette période jusqu'à maintenant, j'ai ce qu'on appelle un timing par rapport à ma vie. Mes 24 heures ne vont pas juste en l'air. Chaque jour, si quelqu'un vient me poser la question, Rosine, qu'est-ce que tu as fait aujourd'hui? Je suis en même de laisser à la personne, aujourd'hui, quand je me suis levée, j'ai fait ça, ça, ça. Parce que chaque seconde de ma vie, à partir de ce moment, chaque seconde, tout cela a commencé à compter. Et aujourd'hui, je peux vous assurer qu'il en sort quelque chose de très brave. Et je rends gloire à Dieu pour toutes choses.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much, Rosine. Guys, this is the first, so be patient, guys, especially if you speak one or the other language. So if you speak French, listen when they're speaking English as well, and if you speak English, listen when they're speaking French. You might pick something up. So that's beautiful. We haven't finished. I just want to summarize some of what Rosine has said. One thing I caught from what Rosine said is that she's been coming here for some time here in Kyiv, Ukraine, but she's not coming from for HMT at all, because she hears other students saying that it's difficult, it's quite challenging, and this is going to be there's going to be a lot of hard work involved. So she finally decided January this year that she wants to just do it, you know, no more being fearful, because she sees benefit from other people that are doing HMT. So she decided, well, I'm going to join in this and do this HMT. And she did. She talked about how rigorous it is, but she was very well disciplined. And also it helps you to be disciplined even if you're not. She said she slept only 2 hours or so a day, because we have 5 days. She said in total about 10 hours. So that's roughly 2 hours. No time for breaks, no time for anything. Even when you're eating, you're reading, because there is quite a lot to do when you're here for HMT. But one thing she remembered, what that Dr. Sunday said to her, not to everybody, was that if you, number one, right, you have to pay the price. And she decided that she's going to pay the price. And number two, that do you want to be a storyteller or do you want to be a history maker? That blew her mind off. You know, she thought, wow, I don't want to be a storyteller. She gave examples of people that are storytellers. People that said, oh, when I was this age, I did this a few years ago. I was the number one this, I was. Those are storytellers. But she wants to be a history maker. You know, that was important to her. She wanted a life to make history. So she decided that, yes, combination of you have to pay a price, and the combination of I want to be a history maker. So she put all her efforts and all her whole in this January HMT. So that was her first HMT. So she will continue with her interview right now. I just thought I should give you a little bit of summary just to break that between French and then going back to English. So thank you, Rosine. Please go ahead.
Et je me rappelle, il y a de cela 2 mois, mon ami, le pasteur Luis à Saint-Do, me disait, Rosine, mais est-ce que tu sais que HMT revient pour train de train là? Je lui dis, c'est quoi ça encore? Oh non, je ne veux plus partir là-bas, parce que non, la dernière fois qu'on était là-bas, ok, c'était difficile, mais je peux, mais j'ai déjà une expérience par rapport à ça. Il me dit, non, ce sera totalement différent. Ce sera quelque chose de très différent de ce que tu as eu l'habitude de faire. Il me dit, et puis je dis, ok. Alors j'ai décidé d'arriver ici. Non, je crois 2 semaines avant, j'étais là. J'ai dû parler avec un ami qui m'a vraiment encouragée à le faire. Et je me suis dit, ok, on revient. Et puis le lundi, j'étais là. Je peux vous assurer que c'est le même rythme, mais cette fois-ci il y a un peu plus de conscience. Tu te dis, ok, tu dois commencer à être un entraîneur pour les autres personnes. Ça veut dire, tu dois premièrement assimiler toutes choses et faire les choses comme il le faut. Alors il y a des décisions à prendre. Parce que si tu ne peux pas prendre des décisions par rapport à ça, tu ne pourras pas le faire. Alors, je peux vous rassurer, c'était 5 jours de réflexion profonde. De réflexion vraiment, vraiment, vraiment profonde. Là, tu te réfléchis pas seulement par rapport à ta vie, mais par rapport au monde, à l'église. L'église qui n'est pas que les 4 murs, comment être lumière du monde, comme la Bible dit, parce que la Bible dit nous sommes la lumière du monde. Alors comment être cette lumière dans le monde entier? Pas seulement toi maintenant à ce niveau, mais les autres personnes, les autres qui seront en dessous de toi. Et j'ai compris que le prix était encore plus élevé, il fallait un prix plus grand à payer. Et aujourd'hui, je peux vous rassurer que quand je regarde à tous ces jours de janvier jusqu'à maintenant, je suis vraiment fière de moi. Je me dis, waouh, toute la gloire à Dieu. I was talking also about how I came here. One of my pastor friend, Pastor Luis Asando, invited me also because he was the same person who said, Rosine, we are going to HMT. This time again, it was the same person who said we are going there again. But this time around, it was so, the challenge was very high because, you know, this price that I'm paying is not just for me, but for the society. And now, how to move the church beyond the four walls? That was the question that I asked myself. The Bible says we are the light of the world. We are reformer, transformer. God, how am I going to do this thing? But this was about think deep now. Wow. And I was thinking the first day when I finished, I was just thinking, God help me. I don't know how to start it. I don't even know. Maybe I'm not doing it's not the moment for me to do it. But do you know what Holy Spirit told me? He told me, if you are here by this time, it is the time for you to know that, oh, we are not talking anymore about the world. We are talking go beyond the four walls. Like, it's the time now for the society to know what church is about. Because when I look inside the church, I can see talented people who have all the potential, all the talent that they can do something great, but because they don't have the understanding of their purpose and destiny, they are just there. So by training them, this is how we are going to not brainwash them, but at least when you know who you are, you can be more empowered. Like you will not waste the resources that they give you. So I just want to thank God, because I know this was the real moment to do this thing. So the word that I want to say for the people who want to try it and do it is like, you need to pay the price and know your purpose in life. I think the church is lack no knowledge and truth. If you really want to do impact and be in fact, the Bible says we are the light of the world, not the light of the church. We are the salt of the earth. And how can you do that in the four walls? I don't want to say to people, oh, it's time now to go out of church. No, it's very important. Me, I am a very prayerful woman. I pray, I fast. But I think if you are doing that without knowledge, it's very dangerous. It can kill you. Because the Bible says, without knowledge, my people perish. If you are just fasting because everybody, for example, is fasting or praying because you are not getting it. This is why many people in church, they are frustrated about one thing and another, because they are doing everything without revelation, without knowledge, without knowing what they are doing. And I want to turn it to my Francophone people, because I know where I'm coming from. I know the kind of mindset, the kind of religiosity that my people are suffering about. And when I look at that thing, I say, oh God, if I knew this thing like 10 years ago, wow, can you imagine? But thank God that it's never too late. There is a time for everything. And this is my time, this is the time to do that. Et maintenant, j'étais en train de parler de la décision qu'il faut prendre à chaque instant de sa vie. Si tu ne décides pas de payer le prix par rapport à ce qu'il faut faire, c'est vraiment un problème. Je sais que le monde francophone souffre vraiment de beaucoup de choses. Un esprit de religiosité, un manque de connaissance de sa personnalité. Mais je crois que si tu connais ta personnalité et le but pour lequel tu es sur la terre, il te sera vraiment impossible de pouvoir accepter n'importe quoi et de pouvoir rester dans les quatre murs. La Bible qui dit que nous sommes la lumière du monde, le sel de la terre. Si tu ne payes pas le prix pour être cette lumière et pour apporter la lumière dans le monde et pour apporter et pour être le sel de la terre. Parce que quand je regarde l'église aujourd'hui, je me rends compte qu'il y a beaucoup de personnes qui sont talentueuses à l'église. Mais qu'est-ce qu'ils font avec leur talent? Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui peuvent faire une chose ou deux choses à l'église, mais qu'est-ce qu'ils font avec? Il n'y a pas d'impact. Mais au contraire, quand nous regardons dehors et que nous voyons des personnes qui ont de l'impact dans le monde, je me dis, mais attends un peu, tu as le Saint-Esprit en toi. Tu peux jeûner, tu peux prier, tu peux faire toutes choses. Mais pourquoi est-ce que tu n'arrives pas à être un impact pour les autres personnes? Je me dis, c'est tout simplement parce que nous avons refusé la vérité. Nous avons refusé d'aller de l'avant. Et maintenant, je vais faire appel à mes frères et sœurs francophones surtout. Ouais, je reviens dans la francophonie parce que je sais où je viens. Je viens du Cameroun, un pays où c'est pas facile. Mais je sais qu'il est temps. Alors, pour toute personne qui veut vraiment faire cette formation, n'hésite pas à le faire. Peut-être contacte-moi. J'ai mon adresse Facebook là. Je mettrai aussi mon numéro de téléphone, mon Facebook et mon Skype aussi, si c'est possible. Pour toute personne qui voudrait me contacter pour une formation ou bien quoi que ce soit, ou pour un renseignement, quel que soit, n'hésite pas surtout de le faire parce que je suis disponible et vraiment, je me dis, c'est le moment, il est temps, on doit le faire, quel que soit le prix, quel que soit ce que ça va coûter. Et puis, rien de grand ne peut s'accomplir tout simplement d'un coup de bâton magique. Il faut aller de l'avant, il faut percer, il faut persévérer, il faut persister, il faut aller jusqu'au bout. Parce que ce que j'ai reçu, je veux bien que toi aussi qui es en train de me suivre, ou toi qui vas m'écouter, que tu le reçoives aussi. Alors n'oublie pas de me contacter. Merci.
Wow. Wow, guys, that was beautiful. Just hearing the French and the English, oh, it's beautiful. And you know, because I understand the heart that this is coming from, it even make it even much more beautiful than you can imagine. Because I can see the passion in Rosine's heart, in her behavior, in her speech, in what she's saying, that she really wants to help the people of her, the French people that are listening to her right now. And she's also giving contacts, so you can contact her. She's on Facebook, as you know already. Contact her through Facebook Messenger or add her as a friend. She really wants to help. If there's areas that you need to improve in, she's willing to help you in those areas, especially taking religion out of your life and then going into your purpose, into what you're created to do. And I think that's really her passion. You can see she actually chose to do this in both French and English. So I'm just going to say that I really appreciate her for doing this. So finally, I just want you to talk a little bit more about your experience in this particular HMT trainer, because this is really what the interview is about. Okay.
These 5 days, I think it was deep and only about thinking more of what to do with not you but the people. As we were doing it, the first day was we were talking about how to gather people and how to make them know about the importance and of moving out of the context of only church, how to make people love what they are doing without frustration and everything. So those 5 days, I mean, for me personally, it was more about thinking. It was more about think deep, because sometimes we think you can think about something, but because the thing is not that important to you, after a few minutes you forget about it. But every day was about thinking deep about what is the next phase. Because the first day we had a topic, we think about like, okay, just imagine that this is the time where you need to talk about this particular topic. What are you going to say for the people? It's not just good for you first, but you are thinking now about others. If I need to impact them, if I want them to have something after leaving this particular place about what we are talking about, this is how I need to structure my speech and everything. And my goal is for them to leave the place with something, with a value inside of them. So every day was about think deep, not just about you or a small sphere, but think about the world, think about this community, think about if we say, okay, now we are going to, let me say Cameroon. If you want to address this particular topic, like, okay, I'm taking for example, an example, the topic can be you are the soul of the earth, for example, and you want to take to the young Cameroonian or the pensioner or everybody that see, no matter the age and their caliber and who you are the salt. So everywhere that you are going, you need to leave a taste. So how can you put this inside of anybody that is coming in contact of you? So it's more about the practical way of what you are doing. And I can assure you that it was not easy, because okay, it's the first time to do it. HMT was about the military. The first HMT was about the military stuff. Yes. Now it's about sit down and think deep. There is a difference between the two, right? Like doing the military thing now, sit down and think. I think I lost energy, weight, because of like, I'm really thinking. I'm not doing it now for myself, but I'm thinking about a nation. I'm thinking about a continent. I'm thinking about the like everything was just like, oh my God. So this thing, I need to do like this and everything. So it was not that easy, but by the end of the day, of the 5 day, I got something. It's like, don't ever do anything in your life in the sense that, okay, it's just going to be in close. The more you are talking, you can have 2 people with you now for a starting, but make sure that you are putting a value inside of them, so that I don't know, one person that you contact, for example, if I contact a Nigerian, I'm talking to Nigerian. If I'm talking to somebody from Namibia, I'm talking to Namibia. That is a nation. So I make sure that I put the thing deep inside of the person, so that the person, it will not help only one person, but the community, the country, the continent, and so on. So this 5 day was more about think deep, about the thing going outside. Ok, j'étais en train de parler des 5 jours, comment les 5 jours se sont passés, les 5 jours de formation se sont passés. Et je disais à tout le monde, écoutez, cette fois-ci, ce n'était plus un esprit militaire. La première fois, c'était, ok, on va dormir 2 heures, on va faire ci, on va faire ça. C'est plus structuré, mais cette fois-ci, il fallait penser, pas seulement pour toi, mais pour ta nation, mais pour ton continent, mais pour les continents, parce que les thèmes étaient donnés de telle sorte que quand tu parles, tu ne parles pas seulement, même si tu parles à 2 personnes, ces personnes peuvent être de nationalités différentes. Ces personnes vont aller impacter d'autres nationalités. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il faut leur dire? Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Tout était vraiment des cas pratiques. Ok, c'est comme ça qu'on fait ça. C'est comme ça qu'il faut faire ça. Et le soir, il y avait toujours des devoirs à faire. Et le matin, des exposés, des ateliers. Comment est-ce qu'il faut le faire? Les cas pratiques étaient vraiment très profonds. Et puis, je veux vraiment rendre gloire à Dieu pour cela. Et pour toute personne qui aimerait vraiment le faire, toujours me contacter par rapport à ça. C'est pas facile, oui, mais c'est pas non plus impossible. Tout est possible à celui qui croit. Merci.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rosine. This has been amazing. Before we go, I just want you to tell us what you're going to take away with you. So now, what you're going to start doing differently from just this HMT, what you're taking away. That's it.
Okay, the day I finished HMT, I gave myself 9 months to start HMT. And during those 9 months, they are already planned, so things that I've planned already, and I've started working on it since Monday, yesterday. I have already a plan made for the 9 months to come. I already have the plan, the location where I'm going to do the first HMT, and I will let everybody know the moment where everything will be settled. I will let you know. Je disais, après ma formation de samedi, j'ai décidé, dans 9 mois, le programme va commencer chez moi. Dans 9 mois, vous entendez parler de HMT, que ce soit francophone ou anglophone, je le ferai. Et depuis hier déjà, j'ai commencé à travailler dessus. Le thème a déjà été fixé. J'ai déjà un thème, le Seigneur m'a donné un thème, si je peux le dire comme ça. Et je suis déjà en train de travailler. Je crois que j'ai 8 mois pour le faire. Et puis, 3 mois avant, je crois que je vais déjà commencer à faire des affiches par rapport à ça et dire à tout le monde comment ça va se passer. Je vous ai dit, contactez-moi pour toute information ou pour toute chose. Et vous aurez tout le nécessaire pour aller de l'avant. Merci.
Thank you very much, Rosine. Guys, you've heard it right there, live and direct. This is our HMT graduate, one of our HMT graduates, HMT trained a trainer. So she said it in her own words, in both English and in French. So for French speakers, congratulations. This is an opportunity for you again to hear this, and also a connection for you. Francine is on Facebook, so you can Rosine, I saw Frank. Rosine is on Facebook, so please check her out. And also you can write her on Messenger. She will reply to your messages. And she's also said that she's already setting up a HMT in the next 9 months. So she's giving herself a realistic goal of what she can do, and she's already started her plans from yesterday. So watch this space for that. So guys, that's it for our interview. HMT trained and certified trainer Rosine is right here, and she's just spoken about her experience of HMT trained the trainer. So I would like to thank you very much, Rosine. Thank you for your help, and also just for the inspiration. So guys, we're back tonight. Don't forget, 7 p.m. This week is summer fast here in Kyiv, Ukraine at Embassy of God. So we'll be going to church every evening. And yesterday's, if I go by yesterday's experience, it's my first summer fast here. And yesterday's experience was a Q&A. So we sat down, there was a question asked about family relationships. So you might want to join us for that. It's quite interesting. So it's translated in English. So of course they're all Russian and Ukrainian speakers. So we would also translate it in English. Dr. Sunday and Pastor Bosse, both Dr. Sunday's wife, the people that are taking the questions and giving the answers, but also we have other people in the audience that have answers, that shares their own experience and answers to help other people. So please join us for that at 7 p.m. Ukraine time. That's 5 p.m. UK and Nigeria time. And then also at 9 p.m. as you know, Dr. Sunday is still on the series on truth. So join us again for that as well. That will start at 7 p.m. UK time and 7 p.m. Nigeria time, but it's 9 p.m. here in Ukraine for the series on truth. So we'll see you later. Thank you very much for joining us again. Please share this so that other people can benefit. I'll see you again. Take care. Bye.
Yeah.